I'll answer this question, and then I'll give you a little 2-second thing about the book, and then we'll get back to your questions. But my 2 beauty products I never leave home without are sunscreen, I guess, and some kind of lip color or lip gloss. Oh yeah, and I was going to say, so my book, which is why I'm here, forgot for a minute, I decided to do a book 2 years ago after having lunch with 2 women that I've worked with for a long time. And they had kind of been encouraging me to do a book for a while, and there wasn't an idea that really spoke to me. But somehow over that lunch, the idea, we were talking about that at the time I was 47, now I'm almost 50, and we were talking about, what would that mean, and was there some way to celebrate that, because I've always been a woman, I love my life, but I don't necessarily love getting older. And the idea came that I would do 50 iconic images from throughout my career, and then coupled with 50 essays about the lessons that I learned along the way, all to celebrate turning 50. And while the book that is the final product is different than that, we have more than 150 pictures, because it was just too hard to narrow it down to 50. And the essays, I think we maybe have 47. But the original intention is still there, which is that, yes, the pictures, that was the result of my career and the stuff that everyone remembers. But it's also the lessons that I learned along the way that are really universal. Lessons that I would want my own children to learn, like learning to take chances, or how to say no, or overcoming your fears. And hopefully the way I told them is through my life as a model, so that the stories are interesting, but the lessons are universal. So now back to you, Kathy. I think some of the toughest lessons I've included in the book, one would be that, one of the great things about growing up in the Midwest is that you feel very safe. But I felt like when I went to New York, I went a little naive, maybe, and a little trusting, and thinking that, everyone, I don't know, that people have my back. And then I had to learn to protect myself a little bit, I think. And then also, I've been saying this a lot recently when you see social media, because I was taught if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything. And somehow the world of social media has not gotten that message. And I don't care who you are and how much success you've had, it's still hurtful when people say things. And I think sometimes people say things and think they're being funny or whatever, but it's still, and especially like as a mother and watching, your children react to stuff like that, it can be challenging, but at the same time, it's a great opportunity to talk to your kids and help them deal with that kind of stuff. I don't think about how to stay relevant. I think I just do my job and do projects that I'm interested in, and you hope that it resonates with other people. In terms of giving advice to my kids, most of the time I feel like kids learn by example. They don't necessarily listen to everything that I say, sadly, but I know they pay attention to what I do. So if they see me working hard, that they'll understand that you have to work hard to be successful. Or if they see me exercising and making healthy eating choices, they will have that as an example as well. So I don't try to really talk to them. I mean, mostly I just try to get them to just get off their iPhones and just be in the moment and be present. But the other stuff, I think, is mostly just by living the example. And Nightingale, that was like my summer read, and I love that book. I mean, there's so many. Sometimes you want to read a book that's a little heavier, that maybe you're gonna learn something from, and then other times, like the Tea Rose trilogy, if you just want to stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning reading, that is a great series. I usually like fiction written by women. those are the authors that I most respond to.
High school friends, guys.
That is great.
Really kind. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You guys got your hands full.
I know, it's always busy. Thanks so much.
Hi.
Thank you very much.